You ready? All right, good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us today for the first ever Student Dreamforce Case Competition Finals. My name is Kevin. I'm with the Trailhead for Students team, joined by some amazing people up here that you're going to meet shortly. But we are gathered here today because some amazing students have worked really hard to come up with solutions to a real-world problem that I'm going to tell you a little bit about. But of course, before we begin, it is a Dreamforce presentation, so we do just want to make sure we mention our forward-looking statement. If you do make any purchasing decisions, please do make them on what's available at salesforce.com. All right, so about 4 months ago, late June, we reached out to a couple of nonprofits, and we had the intention of building a case competition. If you're not familiar with them, they typically have an ask of students, and they're asked to build a solution. And Big Brothers Big Sisters of America raised their hand and said, we would love to be part of this and get involved. So we spoke with Big Brothers Big Sisters. We asked them about their problems. What are their challenges in the organization? And the issue that continued to come up was, how do we get the right volunteers to match with our bigs and littles? How many of you are familiar with Big Brothers Big Sisters? Awesome. That is great to hear. If you're not, you're going to hear a little bit about them today, and you should definitely learn more. But the general idea is that they match bigs, or mentors, adults, with littles, children that are in need of a mentor. Now, they've had a decline in volunteers in the last few years, and we've really narrowed the scope down to these 3 main areas: marketing, lead management, and event management. And so we posed this question to students all over the US, and we said, students, how could you use Salesforce? How could you use the technology of Salesforce to solve this problem, to help increase the number of volunteers for Big Brothers Big Sisters? And we had amazing teams all across the US submit their ideas, and we came up with 5 semifinalists. We flew them to Dreamforce, to San Francisco, and on Tuesday, they competed in the semifinals. And 3 teams have now moved on to the finals, and that's who you're going to hear from today. These students have worked really, really hard to get to the point where they are today, and we're so excited for them to show their solutions to you. I want to cover very quickly the scoring. We have some amazing judges that are going to help us score, and you're going to hear about them in just a second. But we're going to have 3 teams. They're going to have a few minutes to present their solution and show you some screenshots. And finally, they're going to be judged. They're going to be judged on creativity. How creative is their solution? They're going to be judged on their ability to solve the problem. Does it help increase the number of volunteers? And they're going to be judged based on feedback that they got from the semifinal rounds. So with that, we'll go ahead and introduce our judges and kick off with the teams.
All right, who's excited to get started? Woo! If you're standing up in the back, please come on in and take a seat. We have an amazing 15 minutes up for you. So I'd like to introduce our judges this morning. We have Jared Bell, CTO from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Please give him a big round of applause. We have Nick Ronzino from Blue Wolf IBM, one of our amazing partners who's an employer here with us today. And then we have our Sarah Franklin, GM of Trailhead. So excited that you're here with us as well. And then Erica Cool, VP of Community, our very own. So give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for judging today. So first up, I'd like to bring up Operation Ohana to you from Illinois State. Please give them a warm welcome.
All right, here's the clicker. Be careful, it's a little wonky, so just remember you can use a keyboard. Yep.
Aloha. Okay, aloha everyone. We are Team Operation Ohana. Hope everyone's having an awesome day 3 out here today. So our team consists of the twins and the Ashleys. Unfortunately, Ashley Stahl couldn't make it here today, but all 4 of us met at Illinois State University our freshman year. So when we first heard about the need for bigs, we knew that we needed. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. When we first heard about the need for bigs, we immediately thought about Ohana, how it means family, and how at Big Brothers Big Sisters, their organization centers around helping littles, their families, and the community. We also thought about the Salesforce Ohana, with its millions of users, awesome admins, MVPs, and user group leaders who all believe in the 1-1-1 model. Our name, Operation Ohana, reflects our main goal, to help increase the Ohana at Big Brothers Big Sisters to help create a more active and independent community of bigs in Ohana that littles can depend on to help them succeed. When we first started this project, we knew that we wanted to tackle all three of the main issues: lack of marketing, lead management, and event management. We wanted to ensure that we were attracting the right type of volunteers and better understanding the demographics in order to speed up the matching process, all while attracting new signups. Let's dive into the details.
To increase marketing, we created email letterheads and templates that members of the Salesforce Ohana, including admins, community group leaders, and even student group leaders, can send out using the mass email all users feature. Within our email template, there is a link to our custom community, which is shown on the right. Here's where people can learn more about Big Brothers Big Sisters, and more importantly, fill out a form to become a big. We use the web to lead feature, which makes submission super easy and ensures accurate data. Here's our custom object, which we called Littles. We created multiple custom fields to get to know our Littles better. We also created similar ones in both the leads and contacts objects. Here's our custom fields, layouts, and views. We have an example of a lead for a big, a little, and multiple views within the application and matching process. A feature that we thought would help with lead management is an email alert workflow. We have it set so that when a big fills out their application form and indicates that they speak a secondary language, for example, that an email will immediately be sent to an enrollment specialist, notifying them that there is a big that they should look into to see if they can quickly be matched. Another feature we have is a filtered lookup. So for an example, we are on Cloudy the Goat's contact page. We see all her information, and towards the bottom, there's a lookup icon. If we were to click that, a list of unmatched female littles will pop up. We can then further filter based on ethnicity and secondary language. We can see that Appy might be the best match because she is also Hispanic and speaks Spanish, and we would click on her name. Our customer reports will help further analyze the demographics of both bigs and littles. On the left, we also did a candidate analysis using a formula field and the graphics pack from Salesforce Labs, which basically ranks the bigs. We can see that there are different colors of flags, which will help notify the enrollment specialist where to start in the matching process. We also have a joined report, which will visually compare both bigs and littles on a certain characteristics such as ethnicity. Here are some examples of our dashboards to give insight into both bigs and littles. And finally, for event management, we have a few solutions, including a link to a calendar on our custom community and also an email template to be sent out when a big turns 21.
Our solution is the best because it starts with Ohana, which means family, meaning that family doesn't get left behind or forgotten. We believe in the value of Ohana at Salesforce and hope to translate that spirit into Big Brothers Big Sisters. Our solution is multifaceted, uses multiple clouds, and also uses features that are available in Lightning. We used outside-of-the-box thinking for our solution, but it was easily built using the things that we learned from Trailhead, Midwest Dreamin', and user group meetings.
We really enjoyed having the opportunity to work on this case competition, and we look forward to seeing the Ohana grow. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Operation Ohana, and great job.
All right, great job, amazing job. Next up, we have SF Dreamers representing San Francisco State University and Boston College. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hey everyone, my name's Seamus Reese-Earl.
I'm Alana Curl.
My name's Callie Galindo. And I'm Annika Rodriguez.
We're the SF Dreamers.
So for our solution, we really want to emphasize the importance of consumers' personal experience.
We utilize data collection to create a unique experience for our potential bigs.
And finally, we augment the current 8-step recruiting process to make it easier to match with prospective littles along the way.
So without any further ado, I want to dive into our solution. And the first step in any data-driven process is to collect the data, right? So our first step here is an interest form that would be housed in a custom object on the Big Brothers Big Sisters homepage. And this is where we can collect all sorts of information: their profession, their favorite movie, their favorite books, songs, authors, etc. I think I have a second page here. And this is all going to get funneled into the initial, your initial email. This is just something confirming that you've kind of put your information into our database, but the real magic happens on the second email. And the second email breaks it down into something a lot more personal, pertinent, powerful, making that connection something that will last. We're focusing on lead retention here because no matter how many volunteers you have that sign up, unless they believe in your program and unless they feel passionate about it, they're never going to come back. So I'll read this to you. When you were a kid, I'm sure there was at least one person, one mentor who pushed you to become who you are today. Maybe they encouraged you to become a doctor, the profession that you put in the field. Maybe they coached you through your first season of tennis, the sport that you said was your favorite. Or they might have sat and watched Titanic with you, the movie that you love the most. And I'm a big fan of kind of films, and I remember the first time that I saw my favorite movie, and it was with a mentor. So we inspire people to become that type of figure in someone else's future through this initial, unique first point of contact. But all this data is important too, right? So we compile all of that data in a visual format on our dashboard, our interest form dashboard, so that we can kind of isolate various groups as necessary. Thank you. Not only that, but we also have littles sign up through Salesforce as well, so that we can get those same types of data points from our littles and make those connections. You know, from an academic perspective at college, we all want to have mentors who foster our growth. And there's no reason that that shouldn't be the same way within Big Brothers Big Sisters. Next slide. All of that information is compiled here with their favorite authors, whether they're interested in the military or not, what careers they think they'll be wanting to go into. We can match them up that way through our interest forms. Now, interest forms, this is kind of our initial layout. We took that 8-step recruitment process and we put it in as a pick list on the top there. Next slide. And then this is our funnel dashboard. So we can kind of see right now that 131, we put in a lot of test data here, but essentially we can isolate, next slide, based off of what level in the funnel they're at, so that you as a middle manager or upper management can see exactly from your initial reach out to approved as a big or matched. Next slide. But most of all, we can match up based off of these similar demographics. And I think this is most important because the connection between these two, the littles and the bigs, needs to be something quality. It doesn't need to be surface level. It needs to go deeper to become kind of that next level of intimacy. So we have 3 levels, right? Event management, marketing, lead management. And let's be clear, like the event management, this can happen anywhere, on a phone, on a laptop, on an iPad. It can happen anywhere, whether you're in the mall or out in the field. Marketing, those unique personal contacts, that initial step, is what's going to hook them for life, right? We want bigs that are invested in their clients. And finally, lead management, from a perspective of a recruiting funnel, you're going to be able to match, essentially from the get-go, people who share similar interests, films, et cetera, et cetera. So we're data-driven, we're customer-driven, we're results-driven, and ultimately, thank you for listening today.
Okay, great job, SF Dreamers. How great is this to see these students who have worked so hard to create these solutions in a very short period of time. And you know, they all had different levels of Salesforce, but they've all come up with these amazing solutions in such a short period of time.
All right, and next up we have the Hoosiers from Indiana University. Let's welcome them up.
Hi, good morning, everybody, and we are Team Hoosiers, comprised of Cole Philibom, Dorothy Vincent, Jake Dufanetz, and I myself, Leah Ashbeer. And today we're going to be discussing a solution that will get people excited about being a part of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have developed a 3-part solution that uses simple and accessible Salesforce technology. We have a lead management component, which shows the process of an applicant becoming a big. We also have a marketing component that includes a brand new social media campaign. And we also have an event management component, which includes another large event with the goal of increasing the amount of volunteers. So how does our solution provide the most amount of value to the client? Well, our lead management system provides both a singular view of the volunteer as well as an aggregate view of our volunteer funnel with a high-level dashboard. The proposed events, however, are how we will initially recruit and retain these leads.
All In is a 3-day conference dedicated to bigs and the mentorship that they provide. This is a celebration of all the work that they have done while as a big. This 3-day conference will have a lot of events and workshops, from lighthearted contests and games to more serious workshops focusing on what are the needs of their littles. For example, topics that they may not feel comfortable to approach, we can help them with that. This conference will take place for the first year in Tampa, Florida at the headquarters of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And for the people that will attend, more than 300 affiliates of Big Brothers exist across the country. We hope that each affiliate will nominate a big to come to the conference. However, this is not only about connecting bigs and creating a community within them. This is also about helping to recruit new members. So we have provided, as you can see in the template, an opportunity for a big to bring along a friend, someone who's interested in the organization but has not yet made a commitment. This is a great way to get them introduced into the organization and understand the community that we are building here. However, this is not the only campaign that we have. We also have another campaign dedicated to engaging bigs and also connecting new ones into the community.
So we have developed a social media campaign where bigs will post pictures of themselves and their littles with the hashtag #BigLittleLove. This is showcasing the impact that the bigs have on their littles throughout the time that they're with the organization. So we are going to use our CRM system when we to send out an email which contains a personalized link. This link will be posted alongside the hashtag on social media and will help to get more bigs to come to the website. The bigs are going to be enticed to use this personalized link and this campaign because the personalized link has a number, or the personalized link will get the emails from prospective bigs. These bigs will then help become leads throughout the organization and will become more enticed to work for Big Brother, Big Sister.
All right, so once we get all these new leads that we plan to get from our marketing campaigns, we want to look at how we manage the system. So we plan to have this lead management system. You can see at the top, for example, this is May Breck. The information at the top would be gathered through the online form on the Big Brothers Big Sisters website. And then down below would be information entered by the Big Brothers Big Sisters staff as they go through the application process. Now let's look at the related tab. You can see it's really the singular view of the volunteer. We have her reference form that she filled out and sent to Big Brothers Big Sisters. See all the interviews that were done with her and her references. The little May is matched to, as well as she had a meetup at Sue Bierman Park with her little. Now if we go to our workflow that we created, you can really see that we're making the process transparent for the applicant because they can see what stage they're in and what steps they need to take to move on in order to become a matched big. And finally, we have a dashboard that you can see that really gives an overall glanceable view of the health of the lead funnel. You can see key information like how many volunteers are each stage in the process, how long it takes to become a big, and whether we're meeting our goals to have enough applicants to become bigs.
Trailblazer Henry Ford once said, "Coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success." Our solution, what's important about our solution is that it uses a connected community and it utilizes a culture of transparency. This is something that is vital to growth and development of any organization. So why shouldn't Big Brothers Big Sisters use a system that emphasizes and utilizes these same values? We'd like to thank you for your time today, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your time at Dreamfest.
Let's give all our teams a big round of applause. They did an incredible job. And let's give our judges another big round of applause for judging today. Thank you so much, judges. So hang tight. In the next 60 seconds, our scores are going to be tallied so we can get to the final winner announcements. But before we get there, I also want to announce that tonight we have our Dreamforce Career Fair. It's taking place at the Salesforce Tower from 4 to 6 p.m. And we'll have over 35 Salesforce partners attending, 80 recruiters, and over 200 job seekers. So thank you so much to our partners and our students and job seekers here today. I also want to give our judges a minute to provide any general feedback to our students while we're waiting for the scores to be tallied. So if you don't mind just sharing a piece of feedback to our students in general, start with Jared.
Great work, everyone. I mean, you really identified with our mission and showed, ways to use the technology to further that mission. Your presentations were polished. I especially like that you all kind of went a little outside the technology to show us how to solve some of our business problems, which I appreciate. I'm a technology person, but I like non-technology solutions to problems too.
Again, congratulations, guys. You did an awesome job. I think your presence on stage was better than I could have done in college, so very impressed with that. Love the solutions. Great job and best of luck.
I just want to say, wow, that was incredible. I reflect way too long ago when I was in college, and to have the confidence and the creativity and the ability to come speak in front of a huge audience, that was just incredible. And also the teamwork and embracing our cultural values at Salesforce of Ohana, of trailblazing, of teamwork and community. I was just blown away, very impressed, and I hope every single one of you are hired by the end of this.
Yeah, that pretty much stole all the words out of my mouth, but I'm very impressed, and I thought it was really incredible how you presented this end-to-end, told a great story. Everyone loves a great story, and I think that's something to always remember, is that you could have the best solution, but if you can't tell an amazing story and tie it together to a mission, it's some very important tactic to have. So great job, and I'm super proud of everybody, so good job.
Amazing. So we are ready to announce the grand prize winner of our case competition. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Come on down. Jared, can I have you step off stage and grab the check? Okay, great.
All right, slow walk over here as we wait until the prize also comes on stage. Okay. Are we ready to see the results? I didn't think, a little more, come on, are we ready? All right, are we ready to give it, okay. Drum roll, dum, 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 dum. And the Hoosiers are the winner. Come on up here. Congratulations, come over here. We've got to take an amazing photo because we love our photo. You had social media in your plan, so.
Good work.
Where are you? They all go. I mean, they were all sitting. Oh, got it. They're asking. That's a good lesson to learn. All gets to come to Dreamforce.
So looking at these scores, it was really, really close. It was amazingly close. So let's just give all three teams an amazing round of applause for the work they did.
Okay, Shirlene, do you want to come wrap it up?
Thank you so much to our contestants, to our judges today. We're so proud of all of you. Please stay tuned. We also have ABC 7 that just broadcasted our students and this case competition last night, so check it out online. And if you want to learn more about Trailhead for Students and our programs, or you're an educator who wants to teach in our community, stop by our Trailhead for Students booth. We'll be here for the rest of today and tomorrow. Thanks, everyone, and congratulations again. Woo!